I'm curious, and this question just came in my head. Like, as positive as you are, how do you deal with negativity and negative people?
I pray about it.
Well, yeah, but
I really do. I honestly, I don't know. I guess
separate yourself from it.
I don't know. I guess I've had, obviously, there's always going to be negative people or people that are not going to like you or whatever. But honestly, I don't know. I guess whenever it all comes, your strength comes within, like, your self-confidence and your self-love. And whenever you love yourself and you're confident in what you bring to the table and everything, I don't know, I don't know what to tell people. And like, you know what? Awesome, great, or whatever. I don't know. I meditate, I do yoga, and I go to church, and I just try my hardest to just keep surrounding myself with the right people. And the moment I see like a little glimpse of negativity or someone that doesn't respect me or someone that I'm like, thank you for your time, moving on, and it's fine. We're not here on this earth. We're not meant to, be liked by everyone.
Please everyone.
You can't. You just absolutely can't. But you do have that power to be able to step away from every situation, and instead of engaging or instead of contributing, just being like looking at the situation, a situation, acknowledging it, and be like, you know what, I'm stepping away. I'm glad that we met, and I thank you, for everything you've done for me. But I think it's best that we don't keep moving forward with anything, whether it's professionally or personally. You know. And it takes a very strong person to be able to bite your tongue and walk away. But sometimes that's the best thing to do. Sometimes that's what's best. Just don't say anything. Just move on with your life. And sometimes they hate it even more.
Yeah, but it's more on them than on you.
Exactly.
That's what I would
the world, I don't know, I always say the world is so huge. There's so much to do. There's so much that you can contribute to. Like, why do you want to spend time, feeding into bad stuff or, talking mess about people or whatever. If someone isn't, nice to you, doesn't mean that the other people don't have to like them. It doesn't really matter. You just stay focused on yourself, but you can't control what happens to you, and you can't control how people are going to treat you. That's what I tell people. But the one thing you have control over is yourself. And as long as you have that self-confidence, that self-esteem, that self-love, that self-care, that's where your power lies. You have power over yourself, and you're not going to let other people, have power over you. And that's something that you need, especially as an entrepreneur. You have to have thick skin. You have to be confident in not only your work, but in yourself too. Like, why should I work with you? Why should I trust you with my business? Why should I give you money? Kind of thing.
That's awesome. And it goes back to what you were talking about earlier, like knowing your worth and
are
you worth my time? As arrogant as that might sound, but it just goes back to your confidence.
And it's not about being arrogant, but it's the confidence. And understanding, like, hey, you don't know what I've been through to be able to get here, and it's fine. I don't have to sit here and convince you about it. The right people are going to come into my life.
You can't pour my cereal. You don't know my life.
Well, and that's just what it is. A lot of people, they don't know what it takes, and it's fine. And it happens. There's a lot of times I've met a lot of people like, I love what you're doing, and I want to hear about your services and this and that. I'm like, awesome, this and that. It doesn't work out, it's fine. You don't chase people or anything. When the time is right, and we will work together.
They might come back and say,
they come back later.
That was
I
out
realize.
of reach, but now
I can do it. So I always, if it doesn't work out the first time, or if you lose a client or something like that, something better is in the horizon. When literally what they say, like, every end is a new beginning.
So I'm guessing that you like social psychology or something. I mean, to be able to tap into social media, I think you would have to.
I get. What do you mean by like that?
You have to be able to tap into other people's minds to be able to not manipulate.
Sociology of it.
It's just really understanding people. And I think, honestly, my background in acting, with acting comes a lot of people watching. So you literally just sit there and just look at people. It sounds creepy, but you're just sitting there and you're analyzing people. Like, oh, how do they pick up your coffee?
You're getting to know your audience, which is important to a writer, to an actress, or anybody involved in any kind of social experience.
And what really happens is, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's called method acting. I forgot, it's been years. But you hear about a lot of actresses and actors doing that, where they say, for example, I'm going to play this role in this movie. I'm going to literally go live that life for a month or something to truly understand and get into that character. And so that's very powerful. I forgot what movie it was, but if you're gonna play a cancer patient, go into the hospitals, interact with those people, understand. You're never gonna understand what they're going through. But you put yourself out there to try to understand, because you also want to respect the situation, and whenever you're an actor, you want to do your best possible to show what it really is like, and to show that pain and that expression in everything that you do. So that's why the people watching is very important, especially as being an actor and actress. And I think my background with that, and obviously I did actually for a while, I loved psychology for a while. I really thought that that's what I was going to major in college. Just taking time to analyze people, to analyze how they interact with you, to analyze, if they're negative towards you or if they're mean towards you. Maybe it's not them necessarily trying to be that, but it's, it's a trigger or something that happened in the past that, makes them that way. So it's really trying to be, empathetic towards people, that you never know what they've been through.
Everybody's fighting their own demons.
You never know the battles that they're facing at home. We, especially in a world like social media, we're very superficial. We make it seem like everything's perfect and rainbows and ponies, but it's not like that.
Everybody's so brave to criticize because they're behind a screen or behind a keyboard.
Exactly. And so that's one of the things that, it's very important just to know that whatever you see on social media, or even whenever you see someone walk by, you do not know what's going on at home.
That's one of the things that we touch base on with the whole platform of this. The initial stepping stone that we wanted to do is YouTube, and then that's one of the first things I told her is like, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see the comments. Like, I don't know. Not that I couldn't handle it, but like, I know that I'm the kind of person that would think passionately and like get triggered almost to a sense.
And it's
like I have to disconnect and just say, hey, you know what? That person wouldn't say that in my face. If it comes to that.
Or will you? But and it happens. It's one of those things. You have to find that confidence, and you have to find that self-love.
It goes back to what you were saying earlier. Sorry, like just delete, block, move on.
It takes mental maturity.
Yeah,
I think so.
I didn't have it at 23 though.
That's true, and like I said, it's very impressive.
But it's who you surround yourself with too. I work with a lot of people, and I hang out with a lot of people that are older than me.
Yeah.
It's very rare. I don't have that many friends.
What are you saying?
Should we expose them? Are you gonna give your age or not?
We think you said our age before. I'm 34.
32.
No, you're not.
You say yeah.
Wait, you didn't even know? Oh, I was like, wait, did we just expose him?
He's a jerk. That made me feel older.
But yes, that's the thing. Also, literally, who you surround yourself with is a reflection of you.
We're flattered whenever we get carded at the bars. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And me, whenever I turn 21, I'm like, you're not gonna ask for my ID. And even now, if I don't get carded, which is really rare because I look like I'm 14, and I'm like, you sure you don't want to check my ID? Look, I have it. I even get used to it by now, and I'm like, no, here's my ID. You can look at it. I know you don't believe me.
But no, going back to what you're talking about, method acting, that actually did remind me of, and it touches on a movie coming out soon, The Joker. But whenever the Heath Ledger actor, he did that, he was actually warned by, I think it was Jack Nicholson or somebody who also played the Joker, that they dive when they dive into the character. And I mean, obviously that character is so dark and just heavy. He was warned. And that just reminded me about that.
Of course.
I know that's a little dark, but
yes,
that's how you have to.
And it's anything, even as a small business owner, you have to take into consideration. Yeah, you may have agreements, but sometimes you have to be flexible enough to be like, you know what? If you're going through something financially, I get it. I get it if we're not going to work together for a few months. Totally understand. So it's being flexible. You never know what your clients are going through. Be flexible, be open, and
self-aware of your industry, though.
Of course,
that's a big thing, because if anybody else would have been, no, you signed on to my client, therefore I expect this and this and this, but that would be turning off a lot of clients. So it's just being self-aware of your industry and your clients.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You just have to, that's one of the biggest things. You never know who you're gonna meet,
right?
And you never know when's the right time, that you're gonna meet someone. But then also you never know, what the people that you're surrounded with are going through and why, God put them in your life.
Right.
You never know, maybe you're gonna be that person that's gonna be able to help them or something like that.
And that's the beauty I feel with small businesses and the small business world, because my 9 to 5 is very corporate.
Of course,
it's a payroll office, and we work with big companies, big corporations all over Texas. And so when we bill people, we don't take into consideration. We don't have I'm not worried about what's going on in your personal life, and it's very
disconnected.
It is disconnected, but at the same time, it's just work.
And for a lot of people, work is just work.
It is, and that's, to me, sad because we've touched base on this with almost every single guest that we've had on. Is people lose themselves and the habit and the routine and working for somebody else is not for your own.
Of course.
And diving into this world of small businesses,
of course,
it's very human. It's very like, I feel for you and you feel for me, and it's not even a people ask for it. It's just understood.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of quotes that go onto that about saying, for example, if the moment that you buy something from a small business, there's someone doing a happy dance, or the moment that you shop small, like you really are supporting someone's dream, because it's true. Like, these are people that sat there and took the risk, took the jump, said, you know what, I'm going to open up my own store. Oh, I'm going to open up this, or I'm going to do that, or whatever. And they took the risk, and when people are actually supporting it, it blows your mind. You're like, oh wow, people believe in me.
Yeah, it feels absolutely good.
It's the difference of, like, you could have easily gone into any marketing group, a big corporation, done their marketing for Nike, for Coca-Cola.
Of course,
and at the end of the day, yes, you're going to be getting big money, but you're not going to feel the gratitude, the good feeling you take home.
And the people that you meet. The people that you meet that they just touch your lives, and you get to introduce to people, to one another and help each other out, especially in a city like Houston. There's so many small businesses